Good day guys, nice to have you here. Today we'll talk about some of the best picks for Season 27. These heroes were based on official data from the developers, original server and advanced server updates, and also feedback from former Mythical Glory players. Also, the heroes included in this video were selected based on their primary roles, not their secondary roles. This list is not in order of tier as well, since a lot of these heroes have equal effectiveness. And finally, we'll also share some recommendations for each hero that will certainly help you gain more wins. If you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like, share, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. 1-1 is still one of our top marksmen. 1-1 may not be very powerful in the early game, but as soon as she gets 2 of her primary equipment, the game is over. Her ultimate is one of the most overpowered ultimates in the game, which provides absolute immunity and target chasing damage effective in both duels and teamfights. Unlike most other marksmen, she also has a cleansing ability that removes most control effects thanks to her second skill. Not only does it cleanse away control effects, it also allows her to pounce away from the enemy, therefore creating space which she can use to attack and mark her target from a safe distance. Beatrix packs a ton of punch, especially when equipped with very high damage items and damage penetration. Her damage is so high, heroes would need to equip more than 2 physical defensive items just to nullify her effectiveness. She is also very versatile since she can be played as a jungler and gold laner, therefore allowing the team to come up with more lineup strategies that can go against the enemies more effectively. Carry is rampaging through the battlefield because of the skill cooldown buffs, recently allowing her to utilize her skills more frequently without needing cooldown reduction items. In case you guys are not aware, Carry gains more stacks with Golden Staff's help by allowing her third basic attack to trigger her passive multiple times instead of one, therefore applying the true damage effect immediately instead of applying just one mark. Clint is still a tremendously powerful hero with very high outplay potential because of his second skill that keeps him away from melee attackers while immobilizing them. His passive is what makes him a broken hero since it doesn't have a cooldown reduction and will enhance his next basic attack after each skill cast. This enhanced attack is also affected by attack effects and critical damage. Kimmy is a bit difficult to play with compared with other marksmen, but is very powerful when played by someone used to her aiming mechanics. Her basic attacks also trigger glowing once effect, which allows her to literally burn enemies to death. Because of her unique attack mechanics, clearing jungle camps and lanes can be fairly easy, therefore allowing her to play on different lanes efficiently and effectively. Moskov is still a very powerful contender because of his ability to stun enemies for a significant amount of time and finish them off right before its effect ends. This skill of his is also excellent in outplaying most enemies since it not only stuns, it also knocks them back, which goes so well with his first skill, which allows him to blink and dramatically improve his attack speed. He also benefits greatly from Inspire and can be very annoying to go against in teamfights because of his passive that allows him to pierce through enemies. Bruno is a marksman that is significantly good even in the early game, which makes him great on both the lane and in the jungle. His second skill is so good in outplaying enemies as well because of its dashing and stunning capabilities. He's also excellent in teamfights since his ultimate reduces the enemy's physical defenses whenever they are hit. Melissa has ridiculous range because of her second skill's ability that allows her to summon a muddle, attack it, and then deal damage to her enemy close by. This makes it very difficult for the opposing gold laner to gain experience and gold. She also has a very powerful ultimate that allows her to knock back enemies who are trying to reach her. And with her first skill that allows her to dash and increase her attack speed, outplaying enemies can be such a breeze. Leslie may not be the best during the laning phase since her skill set strongly relies on items. However, it's not very difficult to farm playing her either because of her effectiveness in last hitting minions thanks to her first skill's great synergy with her passive. She's also very flexible and can be played effectively whether you build her with attack speed and critical damage in mind or burst critical damage. Either way, she will be very effective in taking down both squishies and tanky heroes because of her passive that allows her enhanced basic attacks to deal true damage regardless if it's critical shot or not. Brody is still a very good marksman to have because of his unique playstyle that allows him to deal ridiculous amounts of damage that pierces multiple enemies in exchange for slower attack speed. He also has pretty good mobility and outplay potential because of his second skill that allows him to dash and stun the enemy. What makes him very powerful is his ultimate that applies tremendous damage based on the number of marks or stacks and missing HP the enemies around him have. This makes him a very good hero to have in team fights and works well against most lineups. There you go. In no particular order, those are the fighters that I think are best picks for Season 27. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe everyone. Peace.